Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Real quick, I have to cover the major parallels between the US presidential election of Trump over Hillary and the more recent French election of Emmanuel Macron over Marine Le Pen. Here in the United States, they told us an outsider won named Donald Trump, a political outsider. In France right now, they're saying a political outsider, Emmanuel Macron, has won. Notice Trump ran against a woman just like Emmanuel ran against a woman. In the US election, there was a story of hacking, possibly threatening the outcome of the election. That happened with Trump and Hillary. It just now happened in France days before the election with Emmanuel Macron. So we have outsider parallels between the French election and the US election. We have the man versus woman parallel. We have the hacking parallel. Then think about this. Notice both the name Emmanuel Macron and Marine Le Pen both sum to 58. That special number for Freemasonry. Freemasonry in Gematria sums to 58. Just like secret society, just like Annuit Coeptus, just like Rose Cross, just like Rosicrucian, just like Solomon's Temple when spelled correctly. All of these things are connected to Freemasonry. And Freemasonry is the big show in this world. Elected officials from France to the United States and many other places, all nations that are controlled by the New World Order, which are most at this day and age, it's all Freemasonry running the show, and it's all run by the numbers. A few more interesting notes about this man. His birthday is December 21st, 12/21, 12 plus 21, 33, number of Freemason obsession, France, home of the plus 33 international dialing code. From his birthday, his 39th birthday, that very special number, I talked about how in the United Kingdom, Brexit had everything to do with 39. Anyhow, from his birthday to the date he won the election, May 7th, 137 days. And remember what 137 is. 137 is the 33rd prime number. Over here in the United States, the nation's capital is Washington, D.C., 137, the 33rd prime. Headquarters of the federal government. White House, Gematria of 137. I haven't done the work yet, but I bet if I went over and looked at France's federal buildings and their capital and where the leader resides, I bet you we're going to see a whole lot of the exact same numbers. So I'll save that fun for you. I already know it's going to be there. If you count from his birthday to the election, the full span of days, it was also 138. Just so you know, Donald Trump equals 138. Remember when Brexit had the surprise vote? Donald Trump was over there, and from that day to the US election was exactly 138 days. I said then, we got a surprise outcome with Brexit. Will we get a surprise Donald Trump election? Sure enough, we did. Now in France, it's the surprise Emmanuel Macron election, you see? The word federal also has this gematria of 138 like Donald Trump, the head, the face of the U.S. federal government. And of course, France and America, red, white, and blue, Masonic nations with a lot of history. From way back when, all the way up to right now, the history's all been controlled by the numbers of Masonry. It's a show, it's a puppet show. None of this is legit. None of this is authentic. And, it's amazing to me. If there's anyone in France that can't see what's going on in light of all the parallels between the U.S. and France and these two elections, I know that French people really like to, off their nose at the American people. I used to be a teacher, and before I had a full-time job, I substituted a lot at a French-American school. They liked me there, but I'll tell you what, all of the French teachers there, I mean, they were the stereotype. They wouldn't even look at me. Very rude people. Very rude people. So all you French people who think you're so much better in America, you better wake up. We're both ruled over by the New World Order. They mock you the same way they mock us. Shows you we're equals. We need to all wake up and see that we're equals. We're all a bunch of slaves living under tyrants, lying to us, deceiving us. So I'll link these posts. You know, it's no coincidence that the two people running in the race, 58 name gematria, it's always a Freemasonry show. And if you want to come to my blog and search for these people's names, I have a number of posts on the blog and the time the election was going on. But this is the brunt of it. Here was the CNN headline earlier in the day before they declared the vote. A troubled France votes on its future. 133. Of course, there's a 33 in there, but that's the number for government. 133 as well as 137. He won 137 days after his 12/21 birthday, becoming president. Government 47. President 47. Authority 47. 47 degrees on the Freemason compass. Their logo that's so well known. All right, truth seeker. Until next time.